teaching traders how not to be bad traders instead of teaching traders how to be good traders. I feel like that's what the internet is doing right now. It's not teaching us how to be good traders. It's just teaching us how to not be bad traders. Like, don't over leverage. Yes, but why? Like, trade one strategy. Yes, but why? Like, fund something sufficient, but why? And would we need a rephrasing of those statements, which is, in order to be a successful trader, it's not necessarily about not over leveraging. It's not necessarily about uh, discipline, respecting risk. It's literally about understanding yourself, who you are, what you have, and what you can do. And understanding the facts of the market, which is market is abundant and it's for you to make money. How can I make money based on what I am, what I have, and what I can do? Number one, you can improve as you work. When you set out a goal that has a time period, every day has tasks. The only thing you can do in the market is literally execute. Find data that resonates with you and execute consistently, then hope for a result. And it's not necessarily hope, it's waiting for time to accumulate data. Data doesn't repaint. Market patterns are repetitive, so it's good. But you need to understand your trader type, before you can start taking advices about how to not be a bad trader. Because the goal ultimately is to make money. Some traders need to over leverage. Some traders are within brokers. Whether I trade the smallest lot size, it's like half of my account. You could see that as a bad thing, or you could see that as a good thing, that I could over leverage. I could make huge returns on good trades. Timing is positioning and momentum, which is something that I need to incorporate within my aggressive trading system, which is we are looking for timing and positioning in order to pressure the market to give us profits. Now, we don't care about being right or wrong. We just care about making a lot of profit. And how do we do that? By by moving in route with the market. Route with the market, I want to be part of big moves. So how would I trade aggressively while being part of big moves? Would I need smaller time frames and stuff like that? It's some research I'm still doing, which is I like where I'm at the moment. I like where I'm at. Once I'm done, my goal was to be able to trade any amount, fund any amount, and flip it to whatever I can. And not necessarily flip it, but grow it to whatever I want, using honest market points, not intuitive trading. No, facts. Like, I come into the market today, I make money until my goal, maybe after 6 months, and I disappear for 6 years or 10 years, and I come back and I repeat it. That's trade success. That's what I want to be able to do. I don't want to be battling every year. This year I made 100K. Next year I lost 45K. I'm up 23K. I'm down 11. No. If the market is moving up and down, that's a show. That's a clear distinction that you could have made money. The market doesn't repaint because it presents price in real time, and it's also for you to use as a perspective that, oh, it doesn't repaint. This means I could have made this much money. This means the only change, or the only element of or factor, variable I should worry about is market structure and time. Market structure and time, that's it. Now, if you over leverage that market structure and time, it becomes useless. So they don't teach us to be good traders. They teach us not to be bad traders. And bad traders don't make money, not bad traders don't make money. Good traders make money. That's the thing. The underlying difference is that as much as you are not a bad trader, are you making money? Are you making money? Whereby the goal should always stand. I'm here to make money. And why do I say the goal should always stand that you're here to make money? It's because that there's a narrative that says when you trade, you shouldn't focus on the money. Nah, fuck that. You focus on the money. You focus on the money you want to make. You focus on how you are accumulating that money per day. You focus on the perspectives that you utilize whenever you take risks to achieve a goal. I understand this market structure, but right now, today, I feel like this market is just going to blow up. So I'm going to risk half of my account. At that instant is because I risked half of my account because I felt the market was going to blow up because of certain market factors. That goes into your journal. If you listen to the statement of don't over leverage, and there was that opportunity, you're going to miss it because you forget the fundamental goal lining, which is money. We are here for money. We're not here to prove we're more disciplined. We're not here to prove that we're smarter or we're better. We're here to prove that we can make turnover and consistently. Now, the reason you become smarter over time in trading and you become better, you understand all these ideologies and facts, is to keep that turnover. It's one thing to make that money, but to keep that money over time. That's why I say I want to be able to trade for 2 years, make money, disappear for 20, come back, 2 years, make money, because I am that good. I understand the market and I understand myself, who I am, what I can do, and what I have. And again, this is designed by the goals you set. If you set a goal, I want to grow 1,000 to 10,000 over 3 months, you achieve that goal in a specific way. You even specify the type of way that you want to achieve this goal. I'm going to use this strategy, trend trading only trade during trends. 3 pairs. Why 3 pairs? Because they won't all be trading. They won't all be trending. But when one trends, you take advantage of it. When these two are not trending, you ignore them. You state it in your journal. Next day, so you can juggle instead of compete for the market every day. The only way you can compete for the market every day is if you're trading a singular pair. Why? Again, specify the reasons. The reason I'm trading a singular pair because I don't want to miss any moves. That means every time frame can be traded individually and collectively. Every move is there for me to make money. I'm allowed to lose multiple trades because this is a singular pair. Every move is a potential move of momentum. So, we understand that. That is by design. That is what we create in order to further solidify that we understand who we are, what we can do, and what we have in order to achieve our goal, in order to trade successfully. So they teach you how to not be a bad trader, but they don't teach you how to be a good trader. How do we end up making money overall? It's crazy. So have enough conviction to isolate specific information, to reject specific statements and criticism. Have enough conviction to be deluded and create your delusion into a reality. In the market, everything is real. You could be someone who over leverages and make a shit ton of money. You could be someone who risks small and make no money. You could be someone who's the smartest and the best trader and make a shit ton of money. You could be the dumbest trader in the world and make a shit ton of money. All I'm saying is, if you consistently hear people say you won't make money because of this, you won't make money because of this, you won't make money because of anything. You should just understand that, yes, this is a characteristic that allows me to, trade progressively, trade in a more dynamic manner, in a more fluid manner, progressive manner. So I'm thinking, man. I'm thinking. Again, this is for myself. I'm thinking for me. Okay, not necessarily for me, but this is another form of documenting. Always wanted to do it, but I wanted to do it for money. But now it's like I'm doing it because of learning, discovering, understanding, which is good. It's great for trading. You get frustrated when it comes to trading, especially when you lose a lot. There are losing streaks. There's a time where I was losing for 2 years straight. No one knows about this. So I was losing for 2 years straight. I told one of my homies that, bro, there is some such thing as losing 100 trades in a row. And I was losing all my trades every day. Every day. And how did it stop? Assigning strategies, understanding that, oh, this strategy doesn't work here. Oh, I'm not supposed to force my understanding on the market. I'm supposed to understand the market today before I trade, then see what can I use based on what I understand. And that changed my entire perspective, because you understand who you are, what you have, and what you can do. And I understood what I can do is that I know multiple strategies, but I'm just scattering them. What's my problem? Again, research, go find out. Trial and error, have journals. You'll be proud of yourself. That's the thing. The thing is, you will respect your work and you will respect what you say. Like, I'm not shy for the things that I say. Even though the videos aren't perfect, aren't fluid the way I want them to be, but what I'm saying, I know what I'm saying. I know what I'm talking about, because I actually went through the fire. The fire. Now, I'm not necessarily saying that you're going to go through the fire. There's certain things that other people experience that you will never experience. And that's the truth of life. And kind of like there's certain gifts that you have that other people will never get. And you need to utilize that. That's why I say understand who you are, what you can do, and what you have in order to get what you want and go where you want. So you design steps. If you don't know how to get there, design steps that can at least get you closer to that goal. Like right now, in order to make my videos more fluid, I need to excuse me, watch videos and study storytelling and read more and know all that bullshit. I don't want to do it, but I'm gonna do it. So same thing in trading. There's certain things that you don't want to do, but you have to do them in order to develop that trading plan. Again, have no shortcuts. Complete that 45 day goal you put up for yourself, your 30-day goal. State out the facts. Yes, I did perform over 30 days, but I do understand that it's not entire market structure. I could have experienced only consolidative market instead of entire markets. That's one of the reasons why the goal was 3 months to experience the market entirely. If the market is not trending, then I know it's consolidating. In order for me to make a progress, a profit, I need to trade. So how can I trade right now? I have to wait for the conditions to favor me. So that's basically what it is. Understand, yes, the concepts of bear trading, but do not forget the goal, which is profit. A good trader makes money. And the best way to make money is to have blueprints. I'm on route. I don't want to say I'm on route, but we have to be on route to say what we're trying to eliminate is unsuccessful trading. We're not trying to eliminate poor actions. No. Even with the poor actions, we want to attain successful trading. That's what I want. And that's why I developed these systems. Yeah. I want to talk more about this because I genuinely feel there's a lot on my mind based on this topic and the design of systems and how to design a system in order to accommodate who you are, what you have, and what you can do in order to improve as you do. Like setting out challenges. I'm going to read 5 books throughout this period that focus on money, psychology, mental strength, moral compass. I'm going to have a moral compass. Take your podcasts, your market wizards. I'm going to listen to this type of podcast throughout this period of trading to reinforce these things. I'm going to watch 20 specific reels every day that direct my energy, my focus to get me excited to achieving this goal. Because again, whenever you try to attempt a goal, you should always believe that you are going to tip the scale towards your account hitting its goal. You're going to achieve your goal. Even if you have 2 years losing, 20 years losing, you should believe that this next time that I fund, which is right now, I have the possibility and opportunity to achieve my goal. Because every signal that I'm going to interact with is new to everyone. And those who win are those who participate best for their situation in accordance to the market. You do that consistently, you win the days. You win the days, you win the week. You win enough weeks, you win the month, and you win enough months, you get to your trade goal. The goal is not to necessarily force to hit that target, 200,000 or 80,000 or 10,000, but try your best to achieve it in the easiest way you know how. Put pressure, but not too much. Try to achieve the goal, but do not try to force the goal. Every day has its own duties. That's what I mean. Every day there's enough that you have to deal with, and deal with that and then move on. Right, move on. So yeah, that's basically what it is. Don't forget the goal. You're here to make money.